Rookie here. It's the Pat and JT podcast.
Pat and JT podcast.
Rate, review our podcast. That's what you're listening to right now is our podcast. So it's Pat and JT, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. That's how you can interact with us all the time. We'll say 23/7. It was like 1 hour, probably where we're sleeping, or 2 hours. We'll say 18/7. Whatever. It doesn't matter. Or you can email us, hey@patandjt.com, our voicemail, as well as 402-403-9478.
So checking on some of the posts and just kind of going back and do a little recapping and any housekeeping we need to do from previous things that we've either things that we talked about or questions that you've posted. When we talked about taking a powder, had a couple interesting posts that were on there. People like that. They learned something. Yeah. From that thought. It was interesting.
You can learn anything from anything we do. That's awesome. Because I learned too. I didn't know what that meant. I
just any kind of, I like things like that when they come up. They're random and it's just kind of fun to dig in a little deeper and see what we've got. So anyway, for the people that posted that. And then also your video of Governor Ricketts. People loving that.
Yeah. It's HD. It's great. Yeah.
It is the grainiest video.
It makes me laugh. It
looks like it was totally staged.
I know, and it looks like it's not him. And I'm telling you right now, it was 100% Governor Ricketts on I-80 headed east on Monday morning. It was him. But the video, like the autofocus, was focusing on
the trees in the background
and everything but his face, because it looks like he's in the witness protection program. Everything is clear except it's like he does. And I didn't do anything.
You were just driving, holding the phone there.
That's it.
So he literally is holding the phone facing out of his car, just driving.
Yeah.
As the governor is passing him. And it looked like you almost went backwards. It's like, it's just so.
I did. I let up on the gas.
It was hilarious because it's timed perfectly. And he drives by sitting up perfectly straight, just driving right by. And when the car comes into the frame, immediately the car's out of focus.
Right. Like, why?
He's out of focus. The car goes by, everything's back in focus.
That's what I'm telling you. It's got to be some sort of space agey security system that he's got.
The videos, the gifs that people are posting, most of them are somebody squinting their eyes and looking really hard at something.
Trust me, it's him. Take my word for it. It was him. I was with him, tailing him in front of him, on the side of him for about 20 minutes.
You noticed him because you actually looked over at him when he was passing you, or you were passing him.
I was passing him.
I never look at people when I pass them unless I'm mad at them.
And then you give him that dirty look.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I give him the really kind of look.
Yeah. Beth does that too. It makes me nervous. Like she'll get, or if somebody's in the lane, on the interstate, the lane you're supposed to go fast on.
Passing lane.
Yeah. And they're going slow.
Oh, yeah.
She wants to, quote unquote, teach them a lesson.
Take them out.
Almost. Like she'll go up next to him and then like blinker turn right in front of him. It's like, I'm going to show them. I'm like, I get so nervous. I'm like, oh my God, I'm not a fighter. I can't fight. I mean, I'll try, but I don't want you to see me die on the interstate. I don't want you to live with that.
Don't put me in this position, honey. Please, please don't make me do this. Don't kill me. No, I won't do that. But I will look at you real hard.
Yeah, I will give you an intense look. Even that makes me nervous. You just never know.
That's funny.
Life's short.
One of the other ones, we asked for any good podcasts that you're listening to. Any good ones, any bad ones too. I really don't care.
Some awful ones.
But what your favorites are right now are things that you would like to share. And one of them was called Confronting. And I assume there's going to be subsequent episodes, maybe about other things, because it's called Confronting.
It's a great idea.
And this one is O.J. Simpson. And it's Kim Goldman. Yes, Ron Goldman's sister. And revisiting the crime and the people, the players, 25 years after the fact. And it's really been fascinating. Her goal in this, as she's moving forward, is she wants to talk to the killer. That's what she calls him. She doesn't say his name. And she wants to talk to the killer now that he's out of prison and see if he'll come on the podcast.
He's just narcissistic enough to do it.
That's the thing. And she was talking with Christopher Darden. Christopher Darden, man, I'll tell you what, the neat thing about this podcast, you find out some things that were going on in people's lives while this trial is going on, and the tough things they were. He had just lost his brother. His brother was died of HIV, and that was going on. He lost his brother like within a month of her losing her brother. and he was doing this, and all this other stuff is going on. And finding out, like Marcia Clark, she was going through a divorce. She about lost her children. Custody battle was going on. And her husband, where'd he go? Gordon Clark. Where did he go?
I have no clue.
Is it, I'm thinking
Deuced
about,
out.
right? I mean, he was the one he was like just nailing her with all these legal papers and moves when she's in the middle of this trial with she's got the paparazzi everywhere. Yeah. Everybody's up in her grill and in her stuff. And then her ex-husband is just flame throwing at her, trying to get custody of these kids and prove that she's not a good mom.
Yeah. I don't know.
I can't imagine going through that. Another player in this was her name was Jill. I remember that, but she was somebody who had been out that night and had almost been hit by this Bronco, and OJ was driving it. I think she said she made eye contact. She heard his voice. He was yelling something. She knew it was him, and it was about the time that he would have been fleeing the scene.
Wow, that's crazy.
She didn't get to testify because she sold her story to one of the tabloid magazine TV shows. After she told the authorities everything that happened, then she sold the story, and Marcia Clark thought that made it unusable. And so she never got to testify. And all the stuff that's gone on in her life since, because she's felt guilty because Marcia Clark apparently said right to her, "You blew my case," because she sold the story. And now she can't use her in court.
Well, did she tell her not to sell the case? Like, you got to tell these. Oh, she did. Oh, then that's on her. She shouldn't have sold the case. Sold it.
She was in the midst of. Oh my God, she lost her job because paparazzi kept showing up at her work because they wanted her story.
Yeah.
And her boss is like, "We can't have this. You got to make this stop, or you're done." And they had to get rid of her.
That sucks.
So you start finding out all the stuff that was going on in
terrible.
everybody's
Like, she
lives.
can control it.
It's fascinating. Christopher Darden's story is fascinating, and just hearing him talk to Kim Goldman. Because they had quite a relationship, the family and Christopher Darden, trying to help, protect the family, because they were like drug into this.
Yeah.
Just because he returned a pair of sunglasses, and then their whole family gets drug into this whole
unbelievable.
circus.
Sometimes not just that, but you just think of one decision that you make, a completely crazy, stupid, easy, small decision that can change the course of your life and everybody around you's life. His decision not to wait till the next day to return those glasses, whatever.
Yeah.
How it was just completely changed
Ron
everything.
Goldman had plans with a really good friend of his that night. He was supposed to be at her house. They were watching hockey. And he was supposed to be there later that night, and then he no-showed on her, and she was leaving messages like, "Seriously, dude, where are you? Why didn't you, what the heck? Why don't you return my calls?" Da-da-da. She was mad.
Wow.
She went from, you're running late, ha ha ha, this is funny, to we're no longer friends.
Pissed, yeah.
And she felt awful. And they talked to her on this podcast as well. Nobody realized that they had plans that night, and then she found out the next day
That's crazy.
that her best friend had been
I subscribed.
murdered.
I haven't started listening to it
You got
yet.
it. It's really, really good. And it's not over dramatic. It's very raw and simple. And it's just Kim Goldman telling her, from her side, she wants to talk to these people. She wanted to talk to Judge Ito.
Yeah.
She wants to, and so there's several other things that are still going on. I'm on like episode 4. I've already gone this deep. It's crazy.
Awesome.
It's really well done. So anyway, so I thought I'd throw that out there.
Okay.
And then another post. Oh, yes. We got to visit this one. So I posted a thing about watermelon, salt or no salt.
Which I can't believe that I can believe you
So
posted
dumb.
that. But I love salt on apples.
Yes.
I love that.
I hate salt on apples. I cannot believe you do that.
Yeah,
I don't
I do.
understand apples and cheese either. That's
I
another
love
one
apples
don't-
and cheese.
I don't
It's the sweet and
understand that
salty.
either.
I like
Is
that,
it?
but I don't like the sweet and salty of the post you posted, the salt and watermelon. Don't
Yeah.
like it. I've tried it before.
I
It's
can't even
weird.
imagine. That's just so crazy to
Yeah.
me because it tastes so good. It's so good. But it's funny to me is how many people have a real strong opinion about it. A lot of people posting, and there are a lot of people who do salt. And Marissa, remember our buddy Marissa we used to work with? Yucky was what she posted. Always salt your melons. That came from James. Les, absolutely salt all the melons. I do that too. I salt all the melons.
Oh, cantaloupe, all of them?
Anything. Honeydew.
Musk,
whatever. All the melons. I do. I salt all of them.
Okay, that's just weird.
But there are people that feel the same way you do.
Yeah.
That not a salt person. Margarita.
I'm a salt on
watermelon,
everything. I'll go through the kitchen and pour salt in my hand and lick it. Don't tell me you've never done that before. Or just take it and just one shot in your mouth.
You just need a lick in the living room, right?
Right.
Big old salt lick. Soak it in vodka. That's what
And
Roger
there's
threw
the name
out.
of our podcast. Just a lick in the living room.
Lick in the living room.
Ready?
I thought you were going to soak it in vodka. That's not a bad name for a
been
Oh, okay. But one of them that was funny is Heidi, our girlfriend Heidi. She said, nope, I'm what most people would call normal. I love salt, but not on fruit.
Oh, and here comes the nerd out of the ditch. Hold on. Oh, God.
Which made me think, is watermelon a fruit?
Who ever thinks that? Like what normal person ever goes, is watermelon a fruit? Well, everybody's got like...
Because I wanted to find a way to argue with her.
Okay, well, that makes sense. That makes sense.
So I had to Google, and I said, well, ... grab the shaker, girlfriend.
Oh, God.
Per the internet, I did not know this. Per the internet, a vegetable is anything made or obtained from plants. Watermelon is grown as a vegetable crop.
But
right?
then isn't tomato technically a fruit? Right?
It's either. And so it actually
either
so
one?
is a watermelon.
Oh, okay.
A watermelon, though, is of the same family as cucumbers.
I didn't know that, but it makes sense.
Makes sense, right? I never thought about it before.
Just like
No.
a fat cucumber.
I never thought about it before
Is what
either.
it-
Trust me.
I've never
I wish
thought
it was a vegetable that I could say, okay, I had 3 servings of vegetable today.
No. Does cucumber flavored vodka count as a vegetable? God, that'd be great, right?
Do you think that would be good? I wonder if that would be
It is good. I've had it.
Have you really?
Simple. They were sampling at Hy-Vee. And they, again, another reason why I'm dating Hy-Vee is because they sample alcohol. They
didn't know that.
they give you like it's like a third of a shot. You'll walk in, there's someone they're sampling. They had different kind of like flavor infused vodkas, and one of them was cucumber.
Where
It's
was
delicious.
this at? Which Hy-Vee?
One of the ones in Lincoln. The ones
I've never seen that here.
they've done it here at the one on 180th. They've had like
180th has everything. They have a clothing department.
Heck yeah, they do, and the stuff's on clearance too. The ones at Stony Brook
It's
too.
not bad stuff.
Yeah.
The clothing, makeup department,
Right.
everything is, it's really
And
cool.
then I was in Hy-Vee this morning getting my chicken and vegetables, and they have soap that fights mosquitoes, which is a brilliant idea. It's you take a shower in it, whatever, and then that and it doesn't stink because I smelled it. It's
What's
one of
in
those
it?
mosquito hater thingies. I don't know.
What's it?
Nothing like showering in DEET. Why is Dad growing antlers? Just the DEET. Dad's blowing up in hives. You know what? Haven't been bit by a mosquito
Not
one time.
mosquito. It's a good trade.
Yeah, it's a great idea though. If you shower and you soap with the mosquito stuff, and who knows if it works or not.
Wasn't it? It used to be everybody used Skin So Soft from Avon. Remember
Oh,
that?
I don't.
Avon had a lotion, not even a lotion, more like an oil or a spray, but it was like, it made your skin so soft, but it repelled insects.
And they don't use that anymore? Or is it
I
Avon
used to
gone?
use it on my horse as a fly spray
Gosh, dang it. That's another title for a fight.
because
I
it
used to
wasn't
use it on my horse.
because it wasn't chemically, and so you could rub it on their face and just spray them down with it, and it would keep the flies off of them.
Okay, that makes sense.
Skin So Soft.
Okay.
Does Avon still make that?
I don't even know Avon's still
Is
around.
Avon still around?
I have
That's
no
another
idea.
question. I don't know.
I haven't seen very many pink Cadillacs around lately.
That's not Avon.
What's
That's
that?
Mary Kay.
Whatever. It's all the same thing.
And of all people, I'm the last one that should know all that information about makeup things.
Right.
I'm the last one, but I do know my Mary Kay and my Avon.
Yeah, that's right. Pink Cadillac.
Maybe
Mary
that
Kay.
says more than anything else.
I don't know.
Anyway, big thank you to Kugler Vision. Kugler Vision and the entire team. Dr. Lance Kugler has put together a great, phenomenal team for just overall eye care. You went in, had the consultation done to find out if your eyes were in good condition, in good health, and that your vision is good. And you
2020, no big deal.
absolutely. So you get the consultation, and it can be a same day procedure. You go in for the consultation, get the procedure done the same day.
And just say you heard it on our podcast too, under other Click Pat and JT when you're filling out your information for the consultation. Just say you heard it on the Pat and JT podcast. We
Absolutely.
would appreciate that very much, and thank them for supporting our podcast.
Please do. Please do. Yeah, it's kuglervision.com. All right, so some stuff in the news that we have not had a chance to really get to. I don't know why. It's just the way things have worked out. But one of them we needed to touch on at least, because it happened over the July 4th weekend, was Scooter Girl.
Right.
And I'm going to give her a shout out. Her name is Kenyatta Jefferson.
I did not see that until Monday morning.
Scooter Girl. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
And it was on Facebook because the photographer, and I'll give her some love too, as a matter of fact, I think it's Molly B Photography. Molly B Photography. She's on Facebook too. And she was taking pictures for a wedding and had all the groomsmen together. And anyway, they were getting ready to get their pictures taken. It was a beautiful day. And then out of nowhere,
I love it. It's awesome.
Here comes this 42-year-old crazy woman who is dressed as beautiful this beautiful dress, right? She's real loud colors and she's on the lime green scooter. And she and her husband had been out on their first scooter rides. And so she was zippity-doo-don around, and she comes around the front of the CHI Health Center, and everybody just erupted. It was hilarious. And they were like, oh my God, because she zoomed right past them, and they got her in the picture. Oh my God, come back. And they were asking her to, yelling for her. So she turned around and she looped back around and went by him again. And they got a neat little gift that they made of her zipping by.
It's hilarious.
It's so funny. So we'll get that reposted. And I grabbed Molly's Facebook page so we can post that up there again. But so funny. And they put out a post, Molly D did, and she was like, help us find Scooter Girl. And it took them less than an hour on Facebook to track her down. And then Kenyatta herself, it just said, oh my God, this is so funny. Thank y'all so much for letting me be a part of y'all's wedding pictures by crashing your pics. I couldn't pass up the opportunity when I saw this. I was having a ball on that scooter. Y'all rock. And she had like 900 likes on that comment.
It's awesome. I figured it wouldn't take long for them to find her. Somebody like that has to have a lot of friends. And
I would love to talk to her.
Right.
I would love to have her come on the podcast. We may have to do that. Maybe we'll reach out and say hi and see what she's up to, because that's just hilarious. I want to meet somebody like that. Scooter Girl. Get after it. And then the other one, did you see the story about the people that it's kind of like when everybody starts doing something, not like the ice bucket challenge, because this isn't for good. There you go. That'd be better. It's more like that.
Or the thing where you would put those jars around your lips and you get the big old fat lips.
Yeah. It's one of those dumb things that everybody decides is a good idea to do. And there was a video of a girl taking out a tub of ice cream, opening it up, licking it.
It's so disgusting.
Putting the lid back on and putting it back in the freezer. Her boyfriend took the video, and the video went viral. She's been found, and she's in a lot of trouble.
She could go to jail for a long time.
She's in a lot of trouble. Now, other people are doing this, though. There's copycats posting their videos, opening the ice cream, sticking their finger in it, licking it, so it looks like it's not been touched, so you can't see who knows if somebody puts anything in it?
And that's one of the few things that are, other than fresh food, that are still around that don't have a seal or tamper-proof lid.
Isn't that crazy? Because it took one time back wasn't in the early 80s, the Tylenol thing, that changed everything.
Yep.
All the caps become childproof, the sealed tops, everything was changed. Up to that point, people were civil. After that point, I don't get it. I don't get it. And there was another video of a girl grabbing a bottle of Listerine.
I saw that. That's awful.
She took a swig, she gargled, and then she spit it back in the bottle, put the cap on, and set it back on the shelf.
It's disgusting. It's that one. The ice cream liquor that's the worst, because at least in Listerine, there's probably alcohol that will kill whatever germs, but not an ice cream.
Okay, that's one way to look at it, I guess.
Because it's probably not the first time that's ever happened.
Do you think so?
Oh, I'm sure.
Because if you get home and you open your Listerine and it doesn't click, the seal's broke.
Yeah. Well, and I just bought new. Even the Target brand of Listerine has the plastic shrink wrap over the lid. So if you don't have Listerine or whatever mouthwash that doesn't have the plastic shrink wrap over, I would never buy that.
No.
Ever.
No, not now. Mm-mm. In particular, not now. That's so gross. But have you ever used something in a store and then just kept on not sampling foods, not sampling alcohol, or maybe you grabbed a grape?
Oh yeah.
Or you
sample it. I was told that's okay.
What?
To grab a grape, like if you want to try something, like if you want to try something, just grab a grape, see if it tastes sweet, sour, whatever, and usually if you follow up with purchasing it, it's fine. Just walk by and grab an apple, probably.
That's what I'm talking about. Although some of the stores do have baskets at the front for kids, apples, bananas, things like that.
Target does
to give to the kids.
I've gone in and I've eaten whatever I want to as I'm walking around, and then just pay for the empty container at the end, like scan the bag of chips or scan. And I always feel so gross handing it to the lady. I'm like, will you throw this away for me?
Hi, I have no self-control and I couldn't wait till I got to the car.
Hi, I'm a fat ass. Can you throw this bag of Doritos away for me? You've never eaten while you're walking around the grocery store?
No.
Ever?
I
ate a tray sushi one time. Put the thing right there in where the.
You're kidding me.
That's that actually. Yeah, right where the little front area.
Yeah.
Sat it right there and just took a.
I've never
California roll.
No, I haven't done that. I have at one point way back in high school. We were going to prom, and there were 6 of us in the car. 3 guys, 3 girls. None of us were dates. We were just like, all of us were the, I don't know, Lonely Hearts Club. And so we all decided to go together. And I may have had something spilled on my dress on the way to Lincoln, because our prom was in Lincoln. I was I grew up in Ashland. And we were driving. And so we had to stop I think we were in Waverly. And we had to stop. But there was like I don't remember what it was. It was like a grocery store, but it wasn't a grocery store. Maybe because it was an evening and it was open, but it wasn't a gas station. And what we decided was a good idea was to spray deodorant, because the smell of the deodorant, powdery fresh.
Great idea.
And sprayed deodorant and then left.
Yeah, it's a great idea.
So went in and borrowed a can of deodorant
Out.
to cover up the other smells.
But the spray, and no one would ever know. The spraying of deodorant, no one would ever know. The rubbing of deodorant, people would know. You'd have to take the plastic thing off.
That's true, because they're sealed.
Because that's not, to me, that's theft. But
I know.
But it's not like a disgusting thing. Like go in there and aerosol spray,
I didn't
aerosol
leave
spray
anything on it. Okay,
right.
let's put it that way.
Exactly.
It's not like
You sprayed it out.
I may have done that one time.
Right.
That's the worst thing I can think of.
I'm sure. I know I've eaten stuff. I mean, taking a grape.
I've never eaten in a store. I can't say that I have. Nope.
Leave us a voicemail or go on our Facebook page if you've eaten a store.
Let's hear your story. Yeah. What have you stolen from a store? Or worse yet, like use something and put it back.
I did. There was one time when I didn't realize till I got out to the car that, when you get like Chinese food and they give you the ticket and it's got the code on there, and it was with Sophia, and she brought it up, put it on the thing, check out, got a whole bunch of other stuff, and didn't realize to the car that they didn't get that and didn't pay for, didn't bring it in.
And that's where you left it.
Gone. I'm out.
Well, you better be careful, because you could end up on a list on a Facebook page. I just found this, and I'm really proud of the Saunders County Sheriff's Department. I'm from Saunders County, as I have talked about before. And Saunders County Sheriff's Department, I just started following their page. And I noticed in their posts that just last week and every week, they celebrate Fugitive Friday.
Fantastic.
It's awesome.
That's a great idea.
It's awesome. And sadly, these fugitives, both of these dudes, for failure to appear. That's all it is. You just had to show up. So I just want to give a shout out to Shane Mitchell, who's 29, and to John Hansen, who's 45.
Hi, boys.
Failure to appear on a driving suspension for one, and speeding. He's a hood. And another one was Thug Life.
Thug.
And Shane's last known address was Wahoo. So just going to say, they're looking for you. Fugitive Friday. I'm going to start celebrating it with the Saunders County Sheriff's Department.
I think that's great. You celebrate that, the funeral. You got a lot of stuff.
I got a lot going on.
Your Facebook, your Facebook friends are just lit up. So while you're on our Facebook page, post, do whatever. I'm not the only one that has sampled stuff, or you're eating while you're going around the store.
Okay,
it'll help you.
He needs some validation.
Because you're not supposed to go to the grocery store hungry, right?
No,
because
you're not.
You buy
you're
some stuff you're not
before
supposed to.
you get there.
Or while you're doing it.
I've never done that. Just grab something and eat it while I'm walking around. Huh. Maybe that's my assignment for this week.
Go grab something, shop and eat.
Okay.
So it's Pat and JT, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, 402-403-9478. Or email us if you're old school, hey@patandjt.com.
Love it.
Pat and JT Podcast, a Parkville Media Production.